Okay, so wrapper class help us to use primitive data type to create an object. So that's why same thing here in array list, integer passed as a wrapper class. Now whatever the values we passed here, so that uh, they have some methods, but we are using the methods of array list, not integer class wrapper class methods. Here I have used the method wrapper class method, but this is wrapper class. For that created an object. You can say it as a reference variable by calling of the reference variable. Okay, dot method dot, when you put dot operator you will get all that methods, list of methods. Okay, now this is array list. Wrapper class has passed list name. This is an object. By that object, okay, I have passed these values. Now if I want to get these values, simply I need to do what? I need to call that how to call that what? How to call these values? Okay. So how to get these values? Simply you call that system dot out dot println by calling this object name list. Okay, you close this. Now you will get all these values. After this it is to be terminated. All the values 873. You compile, you run this code, you will get 873. Now what happened? This is what? List, array list. Okay, array list always will be, values will be stored in a square brackets. Okay, so now it is a list like in your Python. Where is your Python list? This is list Python. Okay, now understood that. Now let us try to do some what. Okay, now what happened? Try to understand here. Suppose whenever here int x is equal to 6, so it is what? Integer value. Okay, this x variable holds this 6, but it has no any methods. Yes, it is normal non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type. So non-primitive data type means it has no methods. No methods. What about this integer? It is what? Wrapper class I have used. So it has methods. It has methods. Okay, who has method? This x1 stores integer type of data, that is 8, but it has methods. By that methods, okay, suppose now whether it is object or the reference variable, simply you say that it is as a reference variable. So now what happened? That by that x1 int value, so now see, if I want to by the method I have, this is the int value method, that is method value, this method used for this object. Okay, otherwise reference variable dot. So if I simply call system dot out println, okay, you pass simply x1 here. So what happened? You will get the value of this 8. Okay, you compile this code. 8 2 times you are getting. What do you mean of this? One is that you have passed this reference variable as a parameter here. Okay, so you will get this answer by the method. You are calling this as a by calling a method. So you simply put this. You can comment this like what you know. Value getting as without calling the method, without calling the method. Okay, without calling the method. Here value we are calling value getting by calling method, getting by calling the method. Okay, so here, so plus, so what is the meaning of this? So this is what totally a string type of data kept inside of the double quotation marks. These are some separators, columns, plus concatenation with the x1 value. What is the x1 value? 8. So in Python, concatenation of the concatenation is nothing but addition of the strings, addition of strings, strings is called concatenation, addition of strings. But here it is a string, but here x1 holds a integer type of addition. So here we can't say that strings, because one integer value, x1 holds integer value, but this is a string, so addition. But if string with string is being adding with the one more string, that time we can say that suppose Vasu is a string. So now it is a string, and string is being added with one more string, that is called Usamai. We can use one more term, that is called concatenation. Okay, but here no any concatenation, it is only addition of one integer x1 is what? X1 is in a reference variable which holds the that is what, an integer data type. So it has the method. By that method, once the wrapper class used it, so primitive data type can be used to create the object. Okay, so can be used to create the object. So in place of reference variable, we will call it as an object, because now in text, whenever you study that, wrapper classes will be used to create object for primitive data type. So this is 8 is integer data type, it is a primitive, so it is object created. By that object we are calling them the methods. Okay, so you in place of reference variable, calling it as an object. So wrapper class used here to create the object for the which type of data? Integer data type. If you want to call one more, that is wrapper class, simply if you write that is what, suppose float is equal, it is data type. Suppose z is equal float variable, it holds suppose 10.5. So we need to say it is a float type of data. After the termination, now it is what? Normal data. It is normal float. Okay, normal float. Z is a variable, it holds this float type of data. F is for what? It is not double. Normally this float Z is a float variable, so Java compiler understood that it is a double type of float. I told you that double float means it takes up to 15 digits of the decimal values. So we need to say that no, it is simple float, means it's accepting decimal values 5 digits. Okay, now so if I want to create the wrapper, it has no any method. This variable has no any methods. Now if I want to create the wrapper class for this float, with the float, take z1, whatever the object. Okay, now object is created for this. Object is created for this wrapper class. Now it holds for what? 10.9, 10.566. So it is a float type, and terminate. Now what happened? Now this is what one object created for float wrapper class, primitive float primitive data type. Okay, this is the wrapper class. Now we can use the that is what this method. Copy this method, you paste here, system dot value getting by calling the method. Here you pass the z1, so you need to pass the